Yes, I am selling SOL tokens. I'm going to explain why. I'm also going to show where I've bought and where I've sold and things like this. This video is not financial advice. It is for recreational, educational purposes only, so make your own decisions when investing in cryptocurrencies. The majority of people are going to get slaughtered this market in crypto. So let's look at Solana here. Solana is up at $200. I recently just sold November 7th, November 6th. I sold some tokens at the 198 range, 189 range. So, a little bit early, but I think this game is about being early. You don't want to be late. Being late, it's way better to be early than late in this game. So if we look at the trading chart on Solana, we just have massive resistance here at about the high 190s. We hit it here back in May, and I'm taking some more profits. And the reason is because I bought during the crypto winter at really low prices, as you can see, $15. But I bought a good amount of Solana for around $20 back in the previous bull market, and I rode it all the way up to $250. I didn't sell, and I rode it all the way back down. And I told myself I'm not going to do that again. So now I'm not doing it again. Now, a lot of you guys are probably saying, oh my God, Solana's going to go to 1,000. You're crazy. There's actually some really bullish news on Solana I just found. You might already know about it, but I'm going to talk about at the end of this video here. So I actually sold here March 31st. I sold for around $200. And then I bought again on June 24th down here in the 120 range. And then I sold again, and then I bought again here on September 6th. I think I paid 126 here on September 6th. I bought some more, and now we're in November. I want to compare this market to the previous market, because I think that's kind of all what we're looking at. And we're like right here. So technically we are actually on kind of track to mimic almost exactly last market. We're a little bit higher, where the previous bull market's all-time high was in the 20K range. And then here in November, after the halving, we were in the 17, 18K range. And then we didn't really run until the following year. So that would be next year, February, March, April. That's technically when we should be really hitting the bull market parabolic place, but also the market doesn't just do what everybody thinks it's going to do. I think there's a big part of this game that we have to kind of do the opposite of what everybody else is thinking. When everyone's scared, running away, that's when we're buying. When everybody thinks it's going to go higher, that's when we should be selling. And the thing is just making money. There's nothing wrong with making money. So I kind of like locking games. And also there's so much volatility in this game. There's so much volatility in crypto. Now what's interesting is Bitcoin, we're not at crazy all-time FOMO at this point. People in crypto know crypto, but people out of crypto are not looking at crypto. If you look at the Bitcoin search, 37 here on the Google Trends, if we look back, the actual peak of last bull market was May 16th. Now, what's interesting is that is actually after the peak here that first peak was in April. It was like April 20th, April 25th. We had this double top. And the thing is that last bull market right here, when we were in this place, in the 60 range, in the 57 range in October, everyone was saying, oh my God, we're going to have a blow off. We're waiting for the blow off top. It's going to 1,000. Bitcoin's going to 1,000. We're waiting for the blow off top. And then we did not have a blow off top. This was the blow off top. The blow off top happened here. This is the blow off top. We weren't waiting for more of a blow off top. And then it just went blah, 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 blah. Got their lunch eaten and rode it. And then this is where we're accumulating. This is where we're buying. I actually bought down in here. As you can see, I bought Solana down here. I bought more Bitcoin down here. This is what we're looking at. That's what I'm going to be waiting for in my time to buy. I'm not really looking to buy too much right now. I'm doing a little bit of like trading on Solana's resistance and support ranges. Yes, when you buy something for 20 and it goes up to 200 and you 10x, I got to take profits. I'm selling. It's just kind of that simple. And the main reason I would be a lot more scared actually right now, but I'm still actually really quite bullish, and this information is really exciting, is that Solana just passed Ethereum in monthly revenue. Here we go. Solana overtakes ETH for the first time ever in key metrics, Roblox Rocket. This was in the 6th of August. So this news kind of actually already happened. It like kind of pumped, but on an annual basis, I wanted to look at how much Solana is making on an annual basis. It's making just under $1 billion a year. However, if you think about the valuation of Solana, let's look at the valuation of Solana. We are at $94 billion. Fully diluted market cap's $117 billion, $94 billion. So there's 100x trading on its market cap versus its revenue. Now Solana is just below Ethereum on the chart here for layer ones. Look at the annual fees for Ethereum. It's 1.6 billion. So it's still quite a bit more than Solana, even though it's past it in some short-term metrics. It's still much higher in the annual overall metrics, but I believe that Solana is a better blockchain. I think that it is faster. I think it's way easier to use. It just is way more user-friendly. I think it's a better blockchain. So I think there is a world where Solana passes Ethereum. And if that happens, let's see, Ethereum is up at a $350 billion market cap. If we put Solana up at 350 billion, that would move us, let's see. If we put Solana up at 350 billion, that'd be 3.5 times. So that puts around $650 a SOL token. And then if Ethereum also goes up, if Ethereum breaks its all-time high, there is a world where Solana could hit $1,000 a SOL, but I'm not going to wait till that. I think it's unlikely. I think the money zone, I think, is in the $400 to $500 range, but I also think there's a very good chance that that some bad news comes out. We've kind of like we're hitting all of this FOMO Trump news. This is all anticipatory of what's going to happen. So I think a lot of the things that he's going to do for crypto are going to be priced in. Are getting priced in right now, and I think there's a chance that any kind of bad news can happen, and there's a sell-off. And these things, when they sell fast, they come down hard, and then maybe I can pick some more up. But I'm just taking a little bit off the table. I'm taking a little bit off the table. I'm sticking to my principles, and I want to make it out of this bull market a winner and not a loser, because there's going to be a lot of losers, and there's going to be a lot of noobs. Who actually the noobs aren't in yet. The noobs are going to be getting in. The noobs might actually be getting in soon. But according to this chart, it does look pretty great. We got like this cup and tea handle forming here for a breakout, and we kind of would be like right on schedule. But it's a lot of liquidity. It's a lot of money that needs to move Bitcoin. It's a lot different than when it was at 20,000. Now that it's at 75,000. Also, there's a lot of, I think, retail that got wrecked in the last market that is not as bullish, not as diamond hands, not hodling forever, because they went through the last crash and they went through their portfolio going down by 90% and losing 98% in some of these altcoins, 99% in some of these altcoins. And that is just way too much risk. And there's no support. There's just no support yet up here for Solana up in this $200 range. We're at resistance. We're not at support. So I'm just playing that game right now, taking a little bit off the table. But everyone else also might be looking at that range. Everyone else might be looking at selling in March and April of next year, or February, March. And if everyone's thinking that, then, all these people who buy here, all these people who buy at 60,000, they got to be thinking Bitcoin's going to 100, 150. That's why they were buying there. That's why people are buying right now. People are buying right now because they think Bitcoin's going to 150, and it definitely could. I think it probably will, but people to buy at 150, they got to think it's going to 300 or 400. And in crypto, I don't like that risk to reward ratio. The same with Solana. Someone's buying Solana at $200 right now. They must be so sure it's going to 1,000 or 500, but the asymmetric risk is just not there. When you buy during the winters and you buy Solana at $20 or $15, there's so much asymmetric upside. Your downside is small, but your upside is absolutely massive. It can totally 10x. we're not 10xing from here. We're just not 10xing from 200. I mean, even to double is going to be really hard, and there's no support up there, and that's just like that's going to be a quick pump. It's going to be a pump, and it's going to be a dump. You know, it's not going to stay up there. It's not going to hang up there. That's not going to be the new low. We don't know where the new low is going to be in the next winter, but that's where I want to look, and that's where I want to be buying, and I want to have some money on the side, taking profits from the previous bull market, and we're going to be buying in the next winter, the next, not actual winter, the next crypto winter. And all these people who think that's not going to happen, I think are going to get wrecked. People like, oh, the institutional money, Bitcoin ETFs, all this stuff. I think there's a very good chance that Solana comes down way below where we are now, and we can buy more. All right, hope you guys enjoyed.